with Mary's Easy Home Cooking, featuring all the recipes from Mary's new series, plus many more fresh from Mary's kitchen. Every single dish is accompanied by a photograph of the finished food, so you know exactly what you're making. Each recipe includes Mary's trademark no-nonsense tips and techniques for getting ahead, and has been rigorously tested to make your cooking stress-free. Good day, readers and listeners, and welcome to another episode of Tom's Rapid Reviews, where each week we take a few minutes to read out a review of a book written by one of our lovely Surrey Library staff. I give you a bit of context about the author and the book itself, and it's all done in the hope that you might be inspired to try something new. This week, this episode of Tom's Rapid Reviews will be featuring, for the first time, a cookbook. And that's because coming up is an event called The Big Lunch over the 5th and the 6th of June. It's an event where neighbours and communities are encouraged to get together and eat lunch together and sort of share in that fellowship and that feeling of community. It'll look a little different this year, of course, thanks to you-know-what-19, but we at Surrey Libraries will be participating, and we think it's a really worthwhile thing. So with that in mind, I chose to review this week a book called Simple Comforts by Mary Berry. That's right, we all know Mary Berry, of course, and this is one of her more recent books focusing on simple food that bring people that warm, fuzzy feeling. This will be another review from yours truly. I even tried cooking some of the recipes involved. So, let me tell you a bit about what I thought. Simple Comforts is a really nicely produced book. There's something quite attractive, I think, about a well-designed hardback cookbook with good photography. Not least the chance to gaze at and drool over the various foodstuffs, of course. What's more, while achieving this, Simple Comforts manages to be accessible, using simple language and instructions that are neither too complicated nor too brief. Some cookbooks I've owned and used don't explain enough in their desire to cram as many recipes into the page count as possible, and others sometimes needlessly overcomplicate things. This book strikes a balance between the two. As for the food itself, well, I recreated some of the recipes as best as my limited ability allowed for, and they were very tasty. I particularly enjoyed the chocolate and strawberry dessert cake, which I took pictures of to prove my somewhat successful execution of. There you have it. So, I'd like to give Simple Comforts 4 out of 5. Yeah, it's a nice little book, which I think most cooks would be very proud to have on their shelves. It's just kept away from the full 5 out of 5, as I don't think it necessarily has enough personality or excitement to become an all-time culinary classic. Food, though, is a fact of life, and you'll need more than one cookbook over the course of your life. So allow me to suggest some others you might enjoy. Continuing with Mary Berry, that national treasure has written over 70 cookbooks, that's 7-0. And Surrey Libraries have copies of a good number of them. A couple of recent ones I might like to suggest. Mary Berry Cooks Up a Feast and Quick Cooking. Not only do we have some of these books in physical copies, but on the Libby app, Surrey Libraries members can access 11 different cookbooks by Mary for free. That's as ebooks. So you prefer Mary's former co-host, Paul Hollywood? Well, Surrey has several physical titles from the Bread Man also, and again, several on the Libby app. So with the big lunch coming up, if you have a Surrey Library card, you've really no excuse not to produce something tasty. And if you don't have a Surrey Library card, come and get one as soon as possible. It's free to sign up and you won't regret it. Until next time though, readers and listeners, that's all from me. Remember to stay safe, borrow books, and I'll see you next time for more of Tom's rapid reviews.